Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Checklist on a Wednesday, the show where we sit down and, more often than not, laugh about those very rare occasions where we're bad at video games. This week, we're each in the confession box revealing undeniably brilliant games that, for whatever reason, we just stopped playing after 10 minutes and never went back to. For shame! Are you ready to point? Ready to judge us in the comments? Good, because first into the firing line is Rosie, with a story she may well regret telling if the livestream idea we came up with shortly after is anything to go by.
Right, so a game I gave up on after 10 minutes, and I'm really sad I gave up on it, but it's not my fault. I think the reason I gave up on it was because being a younger sibling with an older brother, when there's a spooky game and then they're like, oh, go on, it's fine, you'll have a great time playing it, and then you're the younger one and you'll get scared easily, and then, oh, whoa, Nelly, here you go into the world of Silent Hill. First Silent Hill on the PS1. I played that when, in the first 10 minutes, the scene where, you just go into Silent Hill. And I remember my brother was just there and he was just like, oh, it's fine, you have a great time. So I was just Harry Mason just running through Silent Hill, looking for my daughter, and then of course being in the thick fog, and then you just hear you go into the cafe first of all, and it's all fine. I remember playing it and I was just like, yes, this is fine. I don't see why people think this is scary. This is nothing like Resident Evil, a game which I was terrified at this point. So, I was playing it, having a really good time, liking the atmosphere, and then the radio starts making the noises, and then you start seeing a couple of monsters flying around by the garages, and a couple of dogs, and already I was starting, screaming, being little Rosie, just ah! All these, monsters and everything going around. I've got a lot better at horror games nowadays, but think of this as, I was probably around 16, I think, at this point when I played it. And I just got so scared.
Just yesterday.
So it was last night. So I got up to the part where the alarms are going off, the Silent Hill alarms, and you've just gone into a cage area, and I think there was someone tied up to a gate or something like that. And it's a very it's quite a graphic PS1 looking thing. Everything's dark and it's just red blood, and there's just this figure, and you're and that was enough for me. My little brain was just no, not taking this game anymore. And the reason I'm really sad is that I stopped playing it was because then I've been looking into Silent Hill more, and it really is a really cool horror psychological world, and I've seen other people playing it. Again, I think probably 2 years later after I played my 10-minute segment, my brother and his mates used to have around Halloween time, they all came around and they all played Silent Hill, the first 3 of them, and then they started 4 and then they had to go back to school or something. But it was some kind of half-term break. They were playing, so they played 1, 2 and 3, and I watched them play it, and I was really enjoying them traversing through the world, and I was still getting spooked, but I'm not the one playing it anymore, so I'm safe in my little bubble of just watching rather than playing. But yes, so technically, I myself have only played Silent Hill for around 10 minutes, which makes me really sad because for years I've been saying that I really want to play the rest of the Silent Hill games. I really want to actually play them myself and then be absorbed in the world and the spooks and see what the psychological, how it pulls off all these brilliant psychological things I hear about. But technically, from me playing it, it's my 16-year-old self playing the first 10 minutes and then getting too spooked by all the radio and the alarm and the dogs and the flying things in the garages, which reminds me of a bunch of garages which I used to live near when it was a foggy day. That's a big old memory. And just, so technically, brilliant game. I really want to play Silent Hill because I just haven't had the time in recent years. So this Halloween, this spooky season is going to be the year that I play Silent Hill on the PS1 because
it's just restreamed, I think, Rosie, isn't it?
I will see.
It's going to be restreamed. Also, Rosie, I don't blame you because I played just the demo of Silent Hill because the Metal Gear Solid came with the demo of Silent Hill, and I can even do the demo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrifying.
It's just that intro segment. It's just It's so much, but it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad that I haven't played more myself than that beginning segment, but I can't wait to delve into the world myself.
Neither can our audience.
Can't wait, yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
Join me in the Silent Hill journey. We'll have a great Halloween spectacular and let's play. Well, no, we'll probably only have time for the first game, wouldn't we? I was like, let's play the first 3.
Details later. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But that would be great.
I'm worried about this because it could be taken the wrong way, couldn't it? So a brilliant game that I have only played for 10 minutes, and then we were debating whether these are I don't like trashing games. I don't like saying things are rubbish, and therefore I didn't carry on playing them. But one game I actually feel fine that I didn't play for more than 10 minutes is Minecraft. And do you know what? I think I'm right about Minecraft.
Could you not build a house?
I didn't understand it. Why doesn't it tell you what to do? And the graphics, it's just blocks.
Am I out of touch?
What is everyone on about? It's never going to catch on.
The millions of children are wrong.
It's a new phenomenon for this game, which is 10 years old, that you have to play a game and also be online looking up how to play the game. What's that about? And putting different things together? Oh, I didn't want to do that. And it wasn't
Have you
like...
seen these online guides they have now?
These cheat codes. Give me an old phone number in the back of a magazine that I can ring up for a premium rate. And how do I make? I don't even know what to make. Fire? Do you put 2 blocks together to make fire? I don't understand how Minecraft works. I played it for less than an hour. We streamed it once for work.
It was
Rob.
good.
And I hopefully I've gotten around the problem of being worried about trashing a game, because this game is untrashable. There is not a single person watching this not going, Nathan is a moron.
After that very same stream, I went home and bought Minecraft.
Wow.
That's how much I enjoyed it.
I mean, I understand it's an incredible thing which has brought joy to an entire generation, and it's maybe the most successful game of all time. But I didn't like it, and I didn't understand it, and I didn't know what it was supposed to be good or fun about it, and I've never looked into it, and I'm not going to.
Would you
You
be
are
happy?
on a live stream.
Nate learns to love Minecraft. That's going to be
if we
a long
started
series.
live streaming Minecraft.
Now.
Yeah.
That would be just like us. We could be onto something here, everybody.
Yeah, I think we could be.
Yeah, Minecraft.
That'd be
on
so
YouTube.
good. I would watch that though.
I'm not sure that.
Nate's struggling to play the very first bit of Minecraft.
Oh,
A noob plays Minecraft.
If this links into your entry from the previous Tuesday checklist, Nath, where you
not
admitted you
reading.
just don't read tutorials. Because the
I-
first bit of Minecraft, it tells you how to make all the basics.
I was
out.
thinking that. I was like, it tells you what to do.
It like holds your hand. It's like, now pick up the sand, now put it here, now build a house.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair to me, on our stream we didn't do that.
No.
We just skipped into, and I was like, how do I hit stuff? Everyone just does this all the time, like in first person. Do you know what I mean? It's just this. That's every bit of Minecraft, isn't it? I'm just playing a game.
It's just a nice sandbox where you can do anything you want and build anything you want.
I need in life, I need bowling lane bumpers. Do you know what I mean? I can't just be allowed to do what? I do nothing.
Yeah.
I need structure. I need instructions that are told to me, not to read. Obviously, I wouldn't.
What if we told you, Nath, build us a castle, and then you have to build us a castle. You have to figure out how to build. We can buy you the books.
I see what you're saying. Like for a stream, I have to build a castle.
This video is going to give us so many good streaming ideas. It really is. Nathan has to build a castle in Minecraft. Rosie's going to be playing Silent Hill.
I think we might all be disappointed with my castle, but I'll build it. If I build it, they will laugh.
We'll put it on the refrigerator.
Let's do it.
So, video games I spent 10 minutes on, there was one that came to mind straight away that I know I spent no longer than 10 minutes on because it was an incredibly dark time for me. And dark time is pertinent because it was called Prism Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn.
What? I've not even heard of
No,
that game.
it was a PS2 game and it's just, look, the cover is like, it's like this.
Is it a prism?
No, it's a unicorn, a dark unicorn. It's got this unicorn on the front and like this warlock troll on its back riding around with a staff that looks cool as hell. Like you see this and all the fantasy nerds go, wow, Prism the Dark Unicorn, I want to see what
nodding
that's
now.
about.
Nodding.
Yeah, big nod. I saw it and was like, putting that in my basket, took it home, tried to play it, and it's just it's the most hard game I've ever played in my life. It's the most difficult game I've ever played for something that I thought was just a cute, beautiful unicorn and her troll pal. It is so hard because both of the characters, it's a troll on a unicorn's back, but both of the characters have separate analog controls. So you got to figure out how to like ride the unicorn around and jump, and also get the troll to be like, "Ugh," with his magic. It's incredibly hard. And then thinking upon this, to get to the real entry, I was thinking about things that were incredibly difficult and I gave up on. And another dark time for me, literally, and pertinent for the title, is Dark Souls, the first game.
Really?
No more than 10 minutes. And that's the goddamn truth, because basically...
Oh my
can
God,
I
we're
say
telling the
that?
truth.
It was 10 minutes of Dark Souls, and I feel really bad about it. I know how many people love Dark Souls, and I've since played Bloodborne all the way to the end, I will add, and had a great time, and I have turned complete face on From Software games. But my first experience of Dark Souls was my dad had bought it me as a birthday present. So it came out in 2011. So I was
Younger.
I was.
You were 10.
I was about 16 as well, I think, Rosie. This was the 10-minute era, but yeah, I was 16-ish, and he bought me Dark Souls as a birthday present because, again, it looked like this dark fantasy wonderland. And he knew everything about Dark Souls. Like, he'd kept up with it. He knew all of the marketing for it, that it was like a hard game, that it was the From Software goodies, that it's a test, it's an endurance thing, like it's not supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be grueling. Like, he knew all about that, and he really wanted to play it.
So
Which is why he bought it me for my birthday. Because I put it on and was like, right, some fantasy. I love playing as a knight and killing things. And you walk out down those stairs and get absolutely battered by the first thing that pops up at you. And I was like, oh, that's quite hard. And I think I just got like hit, death, hit, death. And I didn't understand it. And I was so frustrated just at the instant death all the time, because I thought I was great at video games. You got to remember, like, I was just always like, I'm the best at everything, and as soon as I'm not, I turn it off.
Yeah.
So
This is just like
I
Prism,
understand.
whatever, the unicorn.
it's the dark unicorn all over again.
The original Souls-like.
And bless my dad, he'd bought Dark Souls because he knew this would happen. He's a very smart man, and he calculated that I would stop playing it. So he bought himself he bought me the extra special bumper edition, with all the extra stuff in. And then was like, when I just put it down, I was like, I'm not playing that again. I hate this game. Like, thank you so much, Dad, but I can't. Maybe you want to play it.
That's okay, Ash.
Yeah, fully. I was like, maybe you want to play it, so or we could trade it in or something. He was like, no.
We'll see.
It fully was the.
Why shouldn't I play?
Well, the stream that comes out of this entry is Ash's dad plays the Dark Unicorn on a stream. I feel like that's the...
He tried the Dark Unicorn and couldn't do that one. And he tried Dark Souls, was like, well, I guess I'll give it a go since you don't want to play it. We don't want to just trade it away so quick and, not have played it properly. And then ended up playing it for hundreds of hours. His one thing that he brags about is doing Dark Souls. I think he felt like he'd done video games when he'd done that game. No matter what has been out since, he's like, completed Dark Souls.
And he was correct.
And he says it to me all the time, just to
that
flex
should
on
be
me.
the stream, the big comeback,
Ash, you could totally do it now. You're like a Bloodborne pro. Are you tempted to go back in?
No, I'm not tempted at all. It's too many bad memories. Maybe one day, but today's not that day. Nor any day.
But it is not this day. So, a game. That's the difficult part of this entry for me, because I give up on things all the time. And I think 10 minutes is that's my time. For everything. Books, TV shows, people. I can tell after 10 minutes if I'm going to be able to enjoy something or not. The original story I was going to tell for this entry, but I think I've already told it before on the channel, was the time I just decided out of the blue that I wanted to get really good at Street Fighter 4. So bought myself a copy of Street Fighter 4 and couldn't even do the training. It was like, here's how you do this move, and I tried it maybe solidly for about 10 minutes. Couldn't do it, even in the tutorial, whilst not actually in a fight. I got so furious that I just physically broke the game. But the entry that I am going to talk about is a game that Rosie introduced to me. I saw Rosie playing it and I thought, wow, that game looks and sounds so incredible. I can't wait to play this. And that game was Cuphead.
Rob, this makes me so sad.
It came to PlayStation last year. And I'd heard the legends of Cuphead. You know, I'd heard it was pretty hard. But for some reason, I know I'm bad with hard things. And for some reason, I just thought, no, this time. I'd really like to be good at this game. I'd convinced myself, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be really cool if you were really good at Cuphead? And I was like, yeah. So the game came out. Rosie, I think, streamed it for us because it was quite a surprise announcement, if I remember. It was like, Cuphead's out on PlayStation 4 today. And we made a video on it. Rosie did a stream on it. Everyone loved it. It looked, and I couldn't believe how good it looked. Like the art style on that game and the sound design, so good. That I skipped home. I was like, yes, I can't wait.
Like a cartoon character.
Yes, exactly.
You were a Cuphead.
I skipped home and I bought the game immediately. Started it downloading, had my dinner. By the time I finished my dinner, the game had downloaded. And I put it on and I did the tutorial. So I got further than I did in Street Fighter 4.
Congrats.
But even in the tutorial, there were bits where I was like, oh, I can do this move in the tutorial, but I can tell this is the kind of move that when I have to do it in the context of a boss fight or anything remotely challenging, I'm going to crumble. And yeah, it didn't take me long. A couple of levels where I was like, oh boy. And I didn't make a conscious decision to give up, but I did die quite pathetically. And I did the thing that I often do when I die, where I feel like I've matured now. I don't shout and get angry. I'll just quietly, we'll just turn the game off.
What level was it that?
I can't even remember, Rosie.
Like
it was about level 2. It wasn't very far in at all.
I bet it was the treetop run and gun.
And so I just, I did the thing. I did the thing that I always do. Just quietly turned it off, deleted it from my PS4. Have not reinstalled it since.
Do you know one of the things I do now, Rob, is I used to just close games and then think about it, and now in the same menu I just go delete.
Yeah.
If I've had enough.
The rage delete. The rage delete. I've utilised many times. One time I utilised it on a game I was really enjoying and had to immediately re-download.
I'll be back in 6 hours.
Yeah, so it was like, my punishment for my immaturity was having to wait 6 hours to try again. But yeah, I should go back and do Cuphead. I really want to do it.
Let's do
it
stream.
Cuphead. Do it Cuphead. Do it
Because
co-op.
it's so good.
Do Cuphead
honestly.
and Mugman. We'll get you. One of us can join you in your Cuphead adventure.
Okay.
New plays Cuphead.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to have to be dragged through it by people who are better at the game than me. But nothing else looks or sounds like Cuphead. It's so unique. So I am sad about this, but yeah, I didn't last more than 10 minutes.
So the video game that I spent 10 minutes on, hold on. I've started and I've bailed. No, I need to start again. The intro won't happen for me. And it was
Say it! What game was it?
Hold on. I realised that I forgot the name.
You really gave up on this game.
Tune in next week then for 5 video intros at which we failed spectacularly. In the meantime, let us know in the comments if you'd like to see Rosie taking on Silent Hill or Nathan building a castle in Minecraft. Give us a like if there's a game you secretly gave up on after 10 minutes, and click the notification bell so you're always up to date with everything from the world of PlayStation. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again soon.
PlayStation